Now, this is a story about a girl who chose to obey and do the will of the Lord. And now, even though it took some wrong turns and some upside down moments, the spirit within her kept her moving her forward. Now, I don't know much about poetry, but I hope you stick around to know more about my story. Oh, yeah. God bless. Ooh, 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 ooh. Jesus is rocks. Jesus is rocks. Oh yeah, stick around to know more about my story. Oh yeah. God bless, love you, keep on smiling, stay positive. Jesus loves you, so do I. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Good morning, y'all. It is a Friday, and it's a beautiful Friday. If you can tell, that sun is shining so beautifully, and it's supposed to get colder this weekend. So, and also happy officially fall, y'all. I love saying that. It's officially fall. I'm not sure if was yesterday that was officially fall or today, because we got two different calendars, one from our church and then one from, like, the regular calendars and the house calendars, and one of them says Friday and one says Thursday. I'm not sure which, and my mom said not to go by the church calendar because whoever does it gets things confused and mixed up a lot of times, so, and doesn't put stuff on certain events that are supposed to be said or put on the calendar. So yeah, anyway, or it's a last minute thing and they already made the calendar. I don't know, but either way, it is officially fall. Yay! And I actually get to wear my sweatpants today. I'm so excited about that, actually, because I am looking forward to wearing warmer weather clothing instead of constantly wearing shorts. Obviously, with work, I still wear shorts because it does get hot inside the houses. But overall, I'm so excited. Anyway, today is chore day. Getting most of that done today, and then whatever done tomorrow. Sunday, we're having a, excuse me, I apologize. A Sunday night fall fest. We did this last year. Was fall fest church service outside, and we have live music. The guy that sings it is he's really good, and he does country music, which I'm not a fan of, but he is pretty funny, so he's a sweet person, so he's really nice. What else is going on? Oh, we have a bouncy house coming out. Woo! So I'm actually excited because our pastor's wife actually got hold of a rental place, so we can get a big bouncy house this time instead of just the little one that we have at the church. So big kids like myself can get on it. We're gonna have obstacle courses. I don't know if that's part of the bouncy house or if it's a simple thing that she's setting up. We have a bunch of activities for people. We have food. I think we're doing barbecue food, so yay. I'm not a huge fan of barbecue food, like pulled pork and stuff. I'm not a huge fan, so I'll eat a little bit of that, but I'm not huge fan of it. I'm not a fan of coleslaw either, but I'm sure it'll be other things. Of course, people are bringing desserts, so that's always nice. We have plenty of desserts at every gathering that we have at our church. Our church is very infamous for their desserts. Kind of ridiculous, honestly. But anyway, so yeah, that is gonna be fun. I invited my cousins. I know for sure one of them's coming. I'm not sure about the other one, so we'll find out either tomorrow or officially Sunday. I don't know. Either way, I am glad even if one comes, so figure it'd be good. Oh, we're also having a hayride, which I didn't go last year on it, so hopefully this year I will. Of course, my job is to take pictures. I don't think I'll film much for the vlog because it's also a Sunday, so I don't know. but I'll film at least for the slideshow itself or pictures or whatever for our church website and stuff like that. So if you're wondering what I'm doing at the moment, I am pulling hair. I have like loose hair everywhere in and around my dresser here. It's disgusting. I shed like crazy. I don't know. As much hair as I pull out of my head, you would think I wouldn't have any hair left. That is not the case. It keeps growing back. Yeah, I just got hair everywhere and I'm pulling it out. I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, it is nice and sunny out. I think right now it's a cool breeze, so if I'm outside, I don't know if I need it right now, but sweatshirt might come in handy. I was afraid when I came home yesterday that the house would be stuffy. It is not the case because the humidity is disappearing now that it's officially fall. Slowly but surely, I think it will, either that or it's just going to dramatically disappear. Like right now, I feel like it dramatically disappeared. So, yeah, I'm going to get myself going to get myself prepared and then get chores cracking lacking done. Oh, I don't know if I discussed this or if I did. I don't know if I actually said anything in the vlog. I can't. That's the part about me making these videos. I make them so I can look back, but then I don't look back because I find myself cringy. But I can't remember if I've already said this in the vlogs, but I've already decided what to do with my hair as far as next year, because this year I tried to put blue in my hair, as you guys saw a few handful of videos back, and that failed for my birthday. And so next year I'm going to get professionally done, and she suggested to let my hair go all natural. Obviously I don't like it all natural. As far as the color, I don't think it's going to suit me well, and then put the blue in the ends. First I'm going to let it grow out, and by the end of this year, I'll dye my hair a couple more times this year, and then by January I'll let it grow out. Well, it's going to be growing out, but I'm going to let it go all natural, which is going to look kind of ugly for a while. So you're going to have to bear with me with that, and then let her professionally dye my hair. I'm going to suggest like a medium brown, not this dark chocolate brown, more of a medium brown. So it's kind of blends well, and then put the blue in my ends. So that is my goal for next year. So yeah, I'm going to have to follow through with that. Yeah, I'm going to get myself going, and I'll see you guys at Bible time. So yes, it is me. I am back. Woo! Right? Anyway, right now I was just cleaning out a lot of my stuff out of my SD card and erasing a lot of things that I've already edited and put videos together, so I just had to erase a lot of things. Anyway, looking back, I've done my chores, at least most of them. But it is everybody's favorite time of the vlog. Bible time! Oof. Gotta be careful with this. It's already trying to fall apart as it is. I gotta be careful. Alright, we're in Genesis. Still, I know. Probably getting sick of Genesis already. But it is what it is. It's just just imagine how long it's gonna take us to get through Psalms, because that's over 100. So just bear with me, okay? We're gonna get through this together. But anyway, we're on chapter, I think it is now chapter 38. So let's get started. Genesis chapter 38, I mean. Judah and Tamar. About this time, Judah left home and moved to Adullam, where he stayed with a man named Hirah. There he saw a Canaanite woman, the daughter of Shu, and he married her. When he slept with her, she became pregnant and gave birth to a son, and he named the boy Then she became pregnant again and gave birth to another son, and she named him Onan. And when she gave birth to a third son, she named him Shelah. At the time of Sheila's birth, they lived at Kizib, maybe. In the course of time, Judah arranged for his firstborn son, to marry a young woman named Tamar. But was a wicked man in the Lord's sight. Ooh, gotta love those type of men, right? Not really. Okay. Oh my. So Lord took his life. Then Judah said to Er's brother Anan, "Go and marry Tamar. Our law requires of the brother of a man who has died, you must produce an heir for your brother." But Anan was not willing to have a child who would not be his own heir. So whenever he had intercourse with his brother's wife, he spilled the semen on the ground. Okay. He's being spiteful here. This prevented her from having a child who would belong to his brother, but the Lord considered it evil for Anan to deny a child to his dead brother. So the Lord took Anan's life too. Judah said to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, "Go back to your parents' home and remain a widow until my son Sheila is old enough to marry you." But Judah didn't really intend to do this because he was afraid Sheila would also die, like his two brothers. So Tamar went back to live in her father's house. If I was Tamar, I would just give up hope, because that's just me. I wouldn't have dealt with the situation. First of all, the first son was wicked, so, don't want to bother with him. Then the second son completely didn't want to be with me, so why would I want to deal with it? And then you have to wait all this time for the third son to be old enough? You gotta be kidding me. But anyway, some years later, Judah's wife died. After the time of mourning was over, Judah and his friend Harad the Adullamite, I'm saying these wrong, I'm so sorry, went up to Timnah to supervise the shearing of sheep. Someone told Tamar, "Look, your father-in-law is going up to Timnah to shear his sheep." Tamar was aware that Sheila had grown up, but no arrangements had been made for her to come and marry him. So she changed out of her widow's clothing and covered herself with the veil to disguise herself. Then she sat beside the road at the entrance to the village of Enam, which is on the road to Timnah. Judah noticed her and thought she was a prostitute, since she had covered her face. So he stopped and propositioned her. Okay, first of all, why would you do this? People back then, I tell you what, and it seems like history keeps repeating itself by still doing the same garbage that even the Bible talks about. "How much will you pay to have sex with me?" Tamar asked. And of course she asked this question. "I'll send you a young goat from my flock," Judah promised. "But what will you give me to guarantee that you will send the goat?" she asked. Man, she must be desperate. She answered, "Leave me your identification seal and its cord and the walking stick you are carrying." So Judah gave them to her. Then he had intercourse with her, and she became pregnant. First of all, this guy is so much older than you, or you already promised so many sons. This is so messed up. I tell you what, people are crazy. Afterwards, she went back home, took off her veil, and put on widow's clothing as usual. Okay. Deceitful woman, I tell you. Later, Judah asked his friend Harad the Adullamite to take the young goat to the woman and to pick up the things he had given her as his guarantee, but Harad couldn't find her. So he asked the men who lived there, "Where can I find the shrine prostitute who was sitting beside the road at the entrance to Enama?" Probably didn't say that right either. "We've never had a shrine prostitute here," they replied. So Haran returned to Judah and told him, "I couldn't find her anywhere, and the men of the village claimed they never had a shrine prostitute there." Yeah, duh, because what's her name? Tamar deceived you. Oh my gosh. "Then let her keep the things I gave her," Judah said. "I sent the young goat as we agreed, but you couldn't find her. We'd be the laughingstock of the village if we went back to look for her." About 3 months later, Judah was told, "Tamar, your daughter-in-law, has acted like a prostitute, and now, because of this, she's pregnant." Bring her out and let her be burned. It's your child that she's holding, Judah demanded. As I'm saying this. Okay. But as they were taking her out to kill her, she sent this message to her father-in-law. The man who owns these things made me pregnant. Look closely. Whose seal and cord and walking stick are these? Judah recognized them immediately, and she said, she is more righteous than I am. Is she now, though? Because I didn't arrange for her to marry my son, Sheila, and Judah never slept with Tamar again. Duh. You shouldn't have done that in the first place. Oh my gosh, people. Then the time came for Tamar to give birth. It was discovered that she was carrying twins. Okay. While she was in labor, one of the babies reached out his hand. The midwife grabbed it and tied a scarlet string around the child's wrist, announcing this one came out first. But then he pulled back his hand and out came his brother. What? The midwife explained. How did you break out first? So he was named Perez. Then the baby with the scarlet string on his wrist was born. He was named Zerah. See, there are consequences to all of our actions now, isn't there, y'all? We shouldn't be so quick to get in a hurry about things, because, first of all, Tamar, I know she was promised a husband, but she was too hurry to get involved, and so then she, one, deceived her father-in-law and, was intimate. And then, second of all, I don't know. There's just so much messed up in this chapter in itself that it's ridiculous. And then Judah should have been wise enough to think, that first of all, should have lifted the veil and noticed it was Tamar. Just saying, he could have done that instead of being, jump into the sack with someone. So, we really should be careful what we do and say and react to, even if our impulses are ridiculous, as we shouldn't be impulsed to do things. Anyway, that is chapter 38. That was not the greatest chapter, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff in the Bible that I don't like or agree, but something we can all learn from. Let's not be like Tamar or Judah, y'all. But anyway, that is Genesis chapter 38. We'll begin to chapter 39 next time. Hope you guys enjoyed that little, maybe enjoyed, I don't know, just simply maybe learn something from that. But I'm also going to read, I know I usually do the collective journey, I'm not going to read that today. I thought I'd go ahead and read The Chicken Soup. I know this is geared around teenagers, but there are a lot of, and this talks about tough stuff, tough times and lessons learned. So we're going to read this. I figured since a lot of people are going through depression, going through anxiety, going through just all kinds of weird, tough stuff nowadays. Whether, it doesn't matter what age you are, whether you're male or female, I think it'd be beneficial if I read this. So I'm going to randomly, apologize. I'm going to randomly pick something, a story, and then we're going to read it. And hopefully it benefits any of you that are watching this. Ooh! We're getting into abuse. That's going to be interesting. Alright. The untold truths of wisdom lie solely in the beating of the heart of an ill-treated child, whose wounds will heal and heart will seal, but memory will never die. And this is by Savannah Moran, or Moran? Something like that she wrote that. Alright, this is called Losing Myself. Remembering that the road to healing wins through pain, anguish, sickness, and many tears. And that is by Amanda Ford. Okay. I was like any other average 9. Again, this is geared around teenagers, but this is okay. Just mind you, this might actually be beneficial to you, no matter the actual story, who it's from, and stuff like that. I was like any other average 9th grader. I was active in sports, had my circle of friends, and got good grades. Till the day I was introduced to him. This must be a girl talking then. There was something in his eyes that attracted me. Somehow I thought that he needed me just as much as I needed to be loved. That's something you probably should have reevaluated. If you need someone to love you, that's where Jesus comes in handy instead of some person. We don't need people to feel love when we know God is on our side. Apparently she didn't know that just yet. After flirting for months, we finally became a couple. Or a few months, okay. We were together every single moment that day on. Slowly, day by day, my family and friends saw me changing. I was in love. Supposedly. After about 2 months, however, he started to try to control me and even raise his voice to me. Oof. I told myself it was okay because he really did love me. Or so I thought. The first time he ever hurt me, we were skiing with friends and had lost each other on the slopes. When he found me, he said it was all my fault. He proceeded to push me and call me nasty names while people just stared at us. I ran to the bathroom with my best friend and cried my eyes out. The next thing I knew, he was in the bathroom. He was in the bathroom hugging me, overflowing with kisses and saying how sorry he was. Because he felt guilty, I could tell. So I forgave him and put that day in the back of my mind. Oof. Things did not go back to normal, though. He became possessive and jealous. Ooh, bad things to have. He made rules stating I could no longer wear my hair down, wear shorts in the summer time, or have any sign of another boy in my room. First of all, we really shouldn't have guys in our rooms, ladies. Let's just be clarified. We shouldn't allow men in our bedrooms, just saying. But again, at least that's my rule. I don't know about you ladies, but for me personally, I don't like other guys in my room. I keep a distance, just like I don't go into other guys' rooms, because I think that's just, we gotta set boundaries, you know? This guy apparently is very controlling. I don't like when guys are very controlling. If another boy even glanced at me at school, he would yell at them. Or yell at me. Okay, yeah, okay. Either way, yelling is that's not a good solution. My grades dropped. I lost my ambition for sports. I started losing my friends, and my family became my worst enemy. Oof. I didn't want to listen to what they thought about my relationship or how much I had changed. That is a toxic relationship, honey. You better get out. I cried every single night because of the way I was beginning to feel about myself. He would yell at me or blame me for everything. A couple of times I tried hurting myself because I felt I wasn't good enough for him. Oh, honey. And that there wasn't any other reason to be alive. Oh, that's sad. I tried to justify his actions by believing that showed how much he cared about me. As a 9th grader, it made me feel important to be in love and have a steady boyfriend. This is really sad. My parents tried taking me to counseling and talked to all my teachers about my relationship. I started skipping school. Oof, the violence escalated. He tried to choke me on several occasions. Oh gosh, it's come from bad to worse. I feel bad for her. And once he tried to break my arm because his brother looked at me in my swimsuit. I felt hopeless and depressed. He had so much control over my mind that I could not accept anyone else's opinion of him. I told myself that they just didn't understand how much he loved me. Yeah, loved you. Okay. He only did what he did because he cared. Yeah, right. The physical abuse continued to get worse. He forced me to do sexual things with him. Oh gosh. He also hit, choked, and pushed me around. He tried drowning me once. Oh gosh, honey, run away. I should have ran away a long time ago. Man, this is crazy. Fortunately, I fell on some rocks before he had the chance to get me under the water. He also cut my wrist. Oh my gosh, because his life was in the dumps. This went on for 9 months. Oh my gosh. Finally, my parents took me on a trip for a week. While I was on vacation, he cheated on me, and I built up enough courage to break up with him. One night, I lay in bed and thought of everything he had done to me, and it was clear what I had to do. I spent the last 2 weeks of summer break trying to get my old friends back before returning to school. When I went back to school, he was in my gym class. I was nice to him because I still feared him. When I got up the nerve to tell him that it was over for good, he went psycho, pushing me to the ground and kicked me several times. Nobody came to help me. That's sad. The next day, I discovered an 8-inch bruise on my leg. Oof. It took me 3 days to show the bruise to my parents. To my surprise, after everything I put them through, they helped me. That's good. They took me straight to the police station to file charges. I wanted to just let it go, but I was also determined that this should not and would not happen to anyone he loved in the future. At home, I continued to receive threatening phone calls from him saying that he was going to kill me. This guy needs Jesus, something awful. He told my parents and that he would hurt me if he got the chance. My court experience took over a year and was horribly painful. I found out that he had a violent past and thought it wasn't the first time that he had abuse charges brought against him. I was never notified about the final court hearing, so it happened without me and to my knowledge. Nothing severe happened to him. Oof. The justice system let me down, but I chose to go on with my life. I am very lucky to be where I am today. I am 19 years old and I have grown and healed a lot. It took me over 3 years to tell my parents everything that he did to me. That could do quite a bit of damage. It is hard to open up to people once a lot of trauma has happened to a person. My parents and I are very close now. The healing process may continue for years to come, but I deal with my pain by sharing my story with other young teens. Hoping to help prevent this from happening to anybody else, I did not wake up every day hating him. I feel bad for him, and now he needs help wherever he is. I have learned instead to focus on living my life to the fullest and cherishing the hope the people I loved, truly love. And I'm not going to say her name because I want to keep that anonymous, but that is a sad, sad story. I mean, the ending obviously has a good ending, but obviously someone you know is going through abuse. We really have to reach out to them. It is sad when people go through this. But yes, seriously look out for those who are in need, because we really need to look out for our fellow brethren or just anyone in general. It can be a complete stranger. If something, the spirit within you is nagging at you, not only pray for that person, but simply reach out to that person as well, because you never know what's going on in someone's life. And so this poor girl went through a lot. So yes, reach out, pray for those, ask a discerning spirit within you to see the problem and acknowledge it and help that person in any way, shape, or form, because we shouldn't, no human being should ever go through any type of abuse whatsoever. So I'm hoping and praying that this person, anyone that goes through that, gets delivered from it in Jesus' name. So we're going to be talking about some rough, tough stuff. I might even put this for adults. I usually put this type of stuff for adults anyway, but I might put for 18 or over, even though it's clearly on teenagers, but still, nonetheless. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to get into. I'm probably going to get into maybe other tours, but I'm not sure yet. So anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Hey, it's evening. A bit of a frog in my throat, apparently. But anyway, so I guess a little update. I took a nap because I needed it. Like always on the weekends, I always need something refreshing, something or other. I need just to rest. Currently just eating, well, not really eating. I had a yogurt a little while ago and a granola bar, and I was like, oh, I'm still kind of hungry. I'm like kind of hungry, but not at the same time. It's kind of weird. So I'm just gonna eat peanut butter toast. Some apple juice. I know, a great combination, right? I'm kind of hungry, kind of not. So I'm just gonna eat stuff that's gonna be beneficial to me and call it. So, Mom got her results. They're not great, but they're not bad at the same time. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm not sure if she wants me to spill the beans. But let's just say it's at the first stage of what she's been diagnosed with. Just so you guys know, it's not cancer or anything like that. It's just something else. But I can't say what it is because her privacy reasons. Just keep us in prayer. It's a lot to deal with, and it's something that's in the long roll. It's just another thing. It's like, when is enough, you know? Seems like we get someplace and I'm not saying life is terrible, but life just has this bumpy roads in the road. It's like we get so far, and I'm not saying every day is bad for us, but there's sometimes where we have really great days. We have great moments in our lives, but there's always something hindering us, and it's really annoying. And this just seems to be another bump in the road. It doesn't just affect her, it affects the whole family because it's health-wise, so it's gonna take a toll on all of us. And so I'm asking you guys to continue to pray for us. I'd appreciate that. Our family's just going through all around roller coaster ride. It just never stops. And I'm sure there are others like yourselves that are going through a lot as well. So just pray for us. I'll pray for you. If you guys have a prayer request and you want to comment in the comment section, that would be great. If you don't want to say what it is specifically, that's fine. If you're willing to share, that's fine too. But if you don't want to share, just say, please pray for me, okay? Or just say, what is the right word? Unspoken prayer request. I have an unspoken, that's what the preference we say at our church. So if you have any prayer requests, please feel free to comment down below if my comment section is able to say whatever you guys just feel comfortable to reach out to me. I am here for you. So yeah, I'm just here. I am a free vessel. I am willing to pray for you guys. I'm willing to reach out for you guys. I'm here. One of my giftings is intercessory prayer. Not to brag. Y'all, I'm not bragging. It's just one of my giftings, and I'm really actually pretty good at it. Again, I'm not trying to brag. It's just, I'm just a humble servant willing to do the will of God. I didn't even ask for that type of prayer gifting, and it just happened. So if you guys are willing to jot down your prayer requests, that's fine. If you don't want to, just say please pray for me or unspoken prayer requests. I'll still pray for you, and God knows already what's on your heart. He already knows our timeline from the beginning to the end. So he knows what already you're going through, and we're just here to support each other. So he just wants us to reach out and ask for help is basically what he is trying to do and say to us. So yeah, just continue to pray for us, and hopefully I know we're going to get through this. I do know, guys. There's just going to be ups and downs in life, and we just got to get through it with God's help and ask for help from him. So yeah, so I'm just gonna chillax. I'm watching a series that I stopped a while back. I'm not sure why I got and focused into something else, but anyway, I'm watching that on Prime, so I'm gonna watch that and the rest of the evening, and then yeah, go to bed eventually. So I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. As always, keep on smiling, stay positive. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Alright? See you guys next time. Bye.